A force of nature, America's most powerful hurricanes. Welcome to our countdown of the 10 strongest hurricanes that have ever hit America. These are more than just storms. They are forces of nature capable of reshaping landscapes and leaving behind a legacy of destruction. From the Gulf Coast to the eastern seaboard, we'll journey across time, revisiting these momentous events and understanding their impact on the people and places they touched. These natural disasters have left a significant mark on history with their immense power and destruction, forever changing the lives of those who experienced their wrath. Join me as we delve into the archives, analyze the science, and recount the stories of survival and resilience in the face of these awe-inspiring meteorological events. In late summer 2005, a storm of unprecedented magnitude gathered strength in the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane Katrina bore down on the American coastline. Its impact on New Orleans was catastrophic. Levees crumbled, unleashing a deluge. Over 80% of New Orleans was submerged. The human cost was immense, with over 1,800 lives lost. The economic toll was over $160 billion. Katrina stands as a reminder of nature's power and the importance of preparedness. The scars it left are a testament to its impact. The spirit of New Orleans endures, a testament to human resilience. In August 1992, Hurricane Andrew, a Category 5 storm, slammed into South Florida. Its winds, over 165 miles per hour, devastated Miami-Dade County. Homes were reduced to rubble, trees uprooted, and neighborhoods unrecognizable. The economic cost was over $26 billion. Rebuilding efforts were immense, showcasing human determination. A renewed focus on building codes and disaster preparedness emerged. In September 2017, Hurricane Maria, a powerful Category 4 hurricane, unleashed its fury upon Puerto Rico. The storm's impact was catastrophic, causing widespread destruction and plunging the island into darkness. Millions were left without power, clean water, or essential services. The official death toll reached nearly 3,000. The storm exposed the vulnerability of island nations to extreme weather. The aftermath became a humanitarian crisis. The long road to recovery continues. Yet the spirit of the Puerto Rican people remains unbroken. In September 2017, just weeks after Hurricane Harvey devastated Texas, Hurricane Irma, a monstrous Category 5 hurricane, churned its way across the Atlantic Ocean, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Irma first made landfall in the Caribbean, devastating islands like Barbuda, St. Martin, and the Virgin Islands. Its ferocious winds, clocking in at over 185 miles per hour, ripped apart buildings, toppled power lines, and left entire communities in ruins. The hurricane then set its sights on Florida, prompting one of the largest mass evacuations in U.S. history. Millions heeded the warnings and fled inland, seeking refuge from Irma's wrath. Though Irma weakened slightly before making landfall in Florida, its impact was still significant. The storm caused widespread power outages, flooding and wind damage, racking up billions of dollars in damage. In October 2018, Hurricane Michael exploded into a Category 5 monster just before slamming into the Florida Panhandle. It was the strongest hurricane on record to hit the Panhandle, and the third most intense hurricane to make landfall in the contiguous United States. Michael's impact was swift and brutal. The storm surge, estimated at 9 to 14 feet, inundated coastal communities, while its ferocious winds, exceeding 160 miles per hour, tore through buildings, snapping trees like matchsticks. The town of Mexico Beach, directly in Michael's path, was virtually obliterated. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses were flattened, and the landscape was scarred beyond recognition. The recovery process was slow and arduous, with many residents facing the daunting task of rebuilding their lives from scratch. The economic toll of Hurricane Michael was estimated at $25 billion, a testament to the storm's raw power and destructive capabilities. In August 2017, Hurricane Harvey stalled over Texas, unleashing a deluge of biblical proportions. Over the course of several days, Harvey dumped trillions of gallons of rain on the region, transforming streets into rivers and homes into islands. Houston, the nation's fourth largest city, was particularly hard hit. The unprecedented rainfall overwhelmed bayous and drainage systems, causing widespread flooding that displaced hundreds of thousands of residents. The images of Harvey's devastation were heart-wrenching. Families were trapped in their flooded homes, desperate for rescue, while volunteers in boats navigated through submerged streets, ferrying people to safety. The storm claimed over 100 lives and caused an estimated $125 billion in damage, making it one of the costliest natural disasters in US history. Harvey served as a stark reminder of the devastating power of water and the importance of flood mitigation and preparedness. Chapter 7. Sandy, the superstorm that stunned the East Coast. In October 2012, Hurricane Sandy, a vast and powerful storm, morphed into a hybrid monster, combining the forces of a hurricane with a winter storm. This rare meteorological event, dubbed a superstorm, slammed into the heavily populated East Coast, causing widespread devastation. Sandy's impact was felt from Florida to Maine, but the storm's fury was particularly intense in New York and New Jersey. The storm surge, amplified by high tides, inundated coastal communities, submerging streets, tunnels and subway lines. Iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty and the New York Stock Exchange were flooded, while millions were plunged into darkness as power outages crippled the region. The storm claimed over 100 lives in the United States and caused an estimated $70 billion in damage. In September 2008, Hurricane Ike, a massive storm with a sprawling wind field, roared ashore in Galveston, Texas, as a powerful Category 2 hurricane. Ike's impact was widespread, affecting a vast swathe of the Gulf Coast from Louisiana to Corpus Christi, Texas. The storm surge, estimated at up to 20 feet in some areas, inundated coastal communities, causing widespread flooding and damage. Ike's powerful winds, exceeding 110 miles per hour, toppled trees, ripped off roofs, and knocked out power to millions. The economic impact of Hurricane Ike was significant, estimated at over $30 billion, making it one of the costliest hurricanes in US history at the time. The storm's surge also caused extensive environmental damage, eroding coastlines and impacting wildlife habitats. In October 2005, Hurricane Wilma etched its name in the record books as the most intense Atlantic hurricane ever recorded, with its central pressure plummeting to a staggering 882 millibars. This monstrous storm wreaked havoc across the Caribbean and Florida. Wilma's journey began in the warm waters of the Caribbean Sea, where it rapidly intensified into a Category 5 hurricane. It first struck the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, battering the tourist destinations of Cancun and Cozumel with ferocious winds and torrential rainfall. After weakening slightly, Wilma set its sights on Florida, making landfall as a Category 3 hurricane. The storm's high winds and heavy rains caused widespread damage, particularly in South Florida, where it spawned tornadoes, ripped off roofs, and flooded streets. In September 2005, just weeks after Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast, Hurricane Rita, another powerful storm, followed a similar path, threatening the already battered region. Rita rapidly intensified into a Category 5 hurricane, raising fears of another catastrophic event. Though Rita weakened to a Category 3 hurricane before making landfall near the Texas-Louisiana border, its impact was still significant. The storm's most devastating feature was its massive storm surge, estimated at up to 20 feet in some areas. The surge inundated coastal communities, causing widespread flooding and damage. Millions of residents had evacuated ahead of the storm, fearing a repeat of Katrina's devastation. The evacuations themselves created massive traffic jams and fuel shortages, highlighting the challenges of mass evacuations in hurricane-prone areas. Thank you for watching our countdown of the 10 strongest hurricanes that hit America. We've journeyed through time, revisiting these awe-inspiring meteorological events and witnessing the sheer power of nature. From the devastating winds to the relentless rainfall and the destructive storm surges, these hurricanes have left an unforgettable mark on our nation's history. But they've also revealed the remarkable resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering determination to rebuild, to adapt, and to face the future with courage. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative videos. Stay safe and stay informed.